Time to find a homie. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up. They quickly assigned search areas and went their separate ways. Soon only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junpei and June, had been a few steps behind the others. Alright, we should go too. Yes, let's go. Where should we start? Let's see. Really? The casino's already been chosen? How about hallway with all the rooms? We should go check out that hallway with all the rooms. Okay, let's go, Jumpy. They turned and ran down the hallway to their left. Ahead of them, further down the hallway, they spotted Ace. Hey, Snake, where are you? Answer me if you're there. Junpei posed. What did he want to do? I guess let Ace handle it. Why don't we just leave this area to Ace? We can go somewhere else. I don't mind, but where? Well, let's see. First class cabin. Let's go check out the first class cabin. Okay, I'm coming with you. I turned and headed toward B deck. Inside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall. Her eyes blink. What should Junpei do? Let's leave her alone this time. Something told Junpei that Clover probably wasn't much of a mood to talk. Leaned over and whispered quietly to June. Maybe we should leave her alone. Yes, I think you are right. They turned and walked quietly down the stairs. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed. For Clover's sake, they had to find Snake and fast. He did his best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile. So where do you think we should go next? How about the casino? Let's go take a look. Turn and head off down the hallway to the right at a jog. Oh, skip. I think I'm going to listen and agree this time. Or... well... what? Nothing came of that. Oh well. Let's go back to the large hospital room. Hey, I want to go back to the big hospital room. Sure, let's go. And they took off at a run down the stairs. That's so hot. Can I walk away? Junpei turned around and walked away from Santa. There was nothing he to learn from talking to him anyway. Junpei took June and left the large hospital room. Where'd they go next? Doop. Skipping ahead, skippity-skoo. What are we gonna do? 7 or 8. Yeah, you're right this time. It wasn't pleasant, but she was right. There wasn't any way that the numbers worked out. If one group was 4, and the other group would always have to be a digital route that didn't match a door. 7 spoke. His voice was strained. Yep, okay. I am going to say 7 this time. Yep, sick of her attitude. Like, oh, she's so sassy. And then creaking somewhere? Waste time. I like drugs and girls that are 2 decades younger than me. That's my impression of Ace. He's an asshole. Probably. He's an ace-hole. Oh, come to think of it, in the submarine ending, he just had blood around him. I didn't actually see any, like, injuries to his person. I think I'm gonna go with door 7. Okay, 7 it is. Yeah. Alright then. That means June's gotta go through door 8. What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain. The 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind. There are only 3 ways we can do it. Plan A, go through 7 with 3, 5, 8, and 8 with 4, 6, 7. Plan B, go through 7 with 4, 5, 7, go through 8 with 3, 5, 8, or whatever. I don't care. Go through 7 with 3, 6, 7. Go through 8 with 4, 5, 8. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same door. Get it now? Santa finished. June looked over at Junpei. Tears welling up at the corners of her eyes. Get the fuck over it! Oh no, you're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time? Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side throughout whatever trials they were preparing to face, but he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on, you're making it sound like we're never going to see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a little while. This is just like when we went to the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. How about 7 and 8 are just like that? You mean they're connected somewhere? Yeah, probably. Rather be. She didn't sound very hopeful. There was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere. Why? What makes you think so? They don't connect. Neither team can get through door 9. In other words, they gave him an end right here. Deer's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod. Yes, promise. Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shadowed the moment. You guys are done, right? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. Figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any problem with that, Clover? Clover looked away and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move! Yeah. At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Clover, 7, and Junpei walked toward door 7. Santa, Lois, and June headed for door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. 7 took a deep breath. You guys ready? Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's go. The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. 7 and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, the bracelets beeped. Get the fuck in there, Junpei! The detonators and bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. What? He looked to his right. Door 8. Get the fuck in there, please! June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. Jeez. And someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. Jeez, asshole. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beat. There it is, found it. Only 81 seconds left. No time to waste, guys. Let's get moving. 7 led the way down the hallway. Junpei and Clover followed him as fast as they could. There it is. It's right there. After what seemed like far more than 81 seconds, they reached the end of the hall. To the left of a wooden door, they found the dead. There was no time to rest or catch their breath. All 3 slammed their hands in quick succession over the scanner panel on the dead. Boop. Woo, that was a close one. Pant. I like pants. Yep. Still trying to catch his breath, 7 leaned heavily against the wall. It stopped. Smile seemed forced and a little crooked. This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but phew, never get used to it. He sat up straight, no longer out of breath, and wiped some of the sweat from his head and neck. Clover smirked at him. Really? I would have thought a guy like your size had bigger balls than that. Whoa! What the hell did you just say? Say it again. I dare you. You have no... You want to die? I'd like to see you try. You fucking brat. Alright, let's go. Hey, calm down, guys. This isn't time for, this. It's not gonna do us any good. Gosh. You guys, gosh. Junpei sighed. Gosh. Sometimes you wondered if the doors in the puzzle were really the greatest challenge they faced. And now that's the point of the game, isn't it? Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors. They didn't respond, but Junpei wasn't in the mood for a conversation anyway. Gosh. First, he examined the inner part of the numbered door. It was, of course, shut tight. On the left was a single short hallway that terminated almost immediately at a thick iron wall. Junpei doubted the wall could be moved. At last, he gave up and returned to Seven, who was stepping lightly on the wooden door. This door's the only option we've got, right? Looks like it. There was a metal plaque bolted above the door. It read, Operating Room. If it was to be believed, the room on the other side of the door was an operating. Something about it made Junpei feel nervous. Well, there's no point in standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us. Seven grabbed the knob and yanked it off. Slowly opened the door. The creak of the hinge sounded like the groan of an old woman. Dearie. A chill snaked its way down Junpei's spine. Quickly, he gathered what courage he could and took the first step into the room. Seven followed, with Clover right behind him. Part of the room just past the door was obscured by a screen. Clover's curiosity got the better of her. She darted past Junpei to peer around the screen. Yeah! That's my little girl voice. Her scream nearly blew out Junpei's eardrums. He and Seven ran toward Clover to see what had frightened her. They rounded the screen, and the cause of her outburst was immediately clear. What the hell is this? Is this a corpse? It was something that looked kind of like a human lying across some sort of bed. No, not a bed. An operating table. The operating table sat on a rusty steel lid, and a cluster of bright operating light shone down from the ceiling. Shone down on it from the ceiling. That was the wrong kind of shone. Slowly, they approached. And as they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all. What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something. It's a doll? Clover did not look terribly comforted. Slowly, she approached the operating table and looked as intently as possible, from as far away as possible, at the thing. Yeah, Junpei could see her relax. You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me. She heaved a great sigh of relief and wiped a few drops of sweat from her forehead. Seven smoiked. Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls. Shut it. Don't you start with me, fatty. Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff? Yeah, bring it on, you whale. Hey guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Junpei sighed and shook his head. Gosh. Anyway, looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. Heart. You fucking idiot. Oh, this? You mean on his chest? Yeah. Set a little higher than normal for a human body, but from the shape of the organ, there could be no doubt it was a heart. Could be a lung tumor. Why would there be a heart in a doll? I don't think it's a doll. I think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something. Or maybe it's got more personal uses. Seven's groan was more than a little perverted. He's gonna fuck that thing. Clover glared at him. Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? Let's go. Okay. Sure thing. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.